up, guys? It's Nick back here with another video, and today I got some Air Force Ones I'm gonna be doing. I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, the new season just dropped, the Shibuya incident or whatever. So I've been pretty much inspired to make a new pair about Gojo and Sukuna, since I really enjoyed the Sukuna and Maharaga fight. So I'm looking forward to making some shoes with both of them. I know Gojo got sealed, but you know, hey, he's still my boy, so I got to make something for him too. So I'm thinking about doing one shoe Gojo, one shoe Sukuna, but I'm gonna do it a little different. You know, I'm thinking about using some metallic colors with it, just so I can make it shine. I will be taking these shoes to DreamCon to be on like a display, so I might be able to display to go with it. So you know, I just want to see what I can make. I know it'll be a good eye catcher for that convention, so I'm looking forward to making these. So let's see what type of references we can find. Alright guys, I'm in Pinterest now, so just so I can see what type of references I can find that I like. So I'm gonna start with Sukuna, just to see which ones will work best. I really want to do something with hand over the mouth, you know, where the tongue, like something like this, how the tongue comes out of an obscure place, like his stomach or something like that. But it was one that I did like a canvas a while ago, where his hand was coming out, where the tongue was coming out of his hand, but his hand was covering his mouth. So I want to do something like that in regards to making a shoe. So I want to do a similar theme. I may go with something like this as far as the, you know, domain expansion. I may do something like that too. Hell, I may do both. I don't know. But I want to do something simple. I want to do something definitely dealing with his hands over his mouth. So I'll comb through these and see what I can come up with, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, I pretty much have settled for this one. I know this is somebody else's art, but who cares? I'm just going to use it as a reference and, you know, put it on a shoe. I think it's going to come out well. I really like the detail in it. I like how vibrant it is, how it pop. I may, you know, I know it got the little lavenderish, purplish blood on him, but I might change that to just red and just make it go. I might just splatter the blood across the shoe or something like that. I might take it off of his skin. But I don't know. I'll see. But I'm really looking forward to doing this one. So let's find the Gojo reference. And for Gojo, I'm thinking about using this reference. I've done this before on a wooden tabletop. I did that I sold in Kansas City, so it went really well. It's a very nice, well lit, you know, picture that I can use. It's clean lines. I can cut it. I can do it real easy, so it won't be that difficult to do. I feel like it'll pop in contrast with Sukuna. So I'm thinking about making the Gojo side like a what I'm trying to say, like a metallic purple, and I'm gonna make this Sukuna side like a metallic pink, just to give it a little contrast to it. But I'm looking forward to making these. Let's get into it. All right, guys. This is me working on the shoe. I really took my time as far as like making sure I got the line work in right. It was very kind of difficult because when it's not like a straight headshot, you have to make a lot of cuts in the stencil when you're making it, because like you want to make sure it's accurate. You want to do it as best you can. Now I could have hand drew it in here, but that would have took me a lot of time. So cutting it was a lot easier and a lot faster. So, you know, I wanted to make sure I captured Sukuna's essence really well, and I kind of overlaid it with some black to just remind me where the darkest spots was and stuff like that. Kind of like what I'm doing with Gojo right here, just kind of let myself know where it is and then just trace it over. Gojo was a lot easier than Sukuna because he didn't have the hand. All he had was, you know, the bandana over his eyes or whatever. But that's it. He was very simple. The Gojo shoe was a lot easier than the Sukuna shoe. Let me just say that. You know, so I feel like the Sukuna shoe came out a lot better though. So with this one, I wanted to make sure that the metallic colors pop. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that when you saw my table, you saw it from a mile away. Like, so that way I laid the hot pink down first, so that way it can have a base layer under there. Then I put the metallic pink over the top. So I had to mix some metallic red with a light white, so I can make sure I lighten it up or whatever. And it turned out really well. I really like the color pop, because it really almost gave the same color as how the shrine was in the anime. Like when he did his domain expansion, I really think it kind of captures that essence. I feel like I should have put a little bit more red in it. I probably should have made it burgundy instead of purple, but I made it purple to kind of match, to kind of contrast with the Gojo shoe. So I kind of did the same thing with his. It's like I laid a light layer of purple down first, and then I went over it with the metallic purple to make sure it shined. So you can see it right there as I'm putting the metallic purple down there. So like when you see it, when the light reflects on it, you can see the shine in it. Like, and I think the metallic paint really helps in terms of marketing because it pops. So, and here I put the pink in there so it can, you know, like I said, it can match with the Sukuna shoe, and it won't be, you can look at them and tell that they're a mate. But as far as my thoughts on the show as a whole, I really love this season. I wasn't really feeling the first season like that at all. Like, it was cool, like, until they had the exam, the whatever it's called. I forget what the exams are called. But until they had that, I really didn't even care about the show like that, because the first couple, the first arc with the dude who had the jellyfish and all that, it was terrible to me. I was like, why are y'all overhyping this show? Oh, I must have knocked my camera over a little bit. But like, I was thinking to myself, like, why did y'all overhype this show like that? But it was cool though. But like, this second season has been like, it exceeded my expectations and everything. And you know, I was really excited watching this. I went back and rewatched the Sukuna and Maharaga fight when I was making this shoot, just so it can get me in the mindset of making it. You know, like, that's one thing I would do. If you're another artist, that's the tip that I would say do. Is if you making something, you need to watch it so that way you can be in the headspace of doing it. Because a lot of times, like, when people ask me to do stuff that I'm not particularly familiar with, or it's something that I don't care about, I'll still try to watch it so I can see why this person likes this character. So, like, I did a fairy tale shoot not too long ago, which the video for that one will be coming out pretty soon. I made a fairy tale shoot. I've never seen fairy tale, and really still haven't, you know. But I have watched some. I watched enough of it while I was making the shoot to get the gist of why they like the character. But the character that he had wasn't even the main character. So, like, you know, the main character was the girl, but he wanted the guy not to with the fire or whatever, the dragon guy. They wanted him to be which I understand, because he is kind of the main character, but he's not. So, but back to my original point was that watching it while you make it is a good tip to have. But I really enjoyed making this. I'm looking forward to seeing how people respond to it at DreamCon. You know, like I said, I'm gonna make a display for it. Like the way they came out really sold me on making the display, because at first I didn't want to do it. I was like, I think the shoes by themselves would be good enough. But like the way it came out, I was like, yeah, it exceeded my expectations. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna make a display for this. Like, you know, I wanna, honestly, like, if one of the content creators there would like this shoe, I would more than welcome, you know, be more than happy to donate it to them or whatever. Just, you know, for a shout out or something, give me some more views, give me some more followers or whatever, you know, because I feel like I'm gonna meet a lot of people there. So, you know, we'll see. You know, I'm looking forward to going. Like, this is probably the most excited going to a convention I've been. You know, so. But let me know what you guys think about this piece. I really hope you guys enjoy this shoe. You know, if it's something that you would like to see different, that you would like to see different about it, if you wanted to change something, or if you think that, hey Nick, you could have did better here, and if you got any questions about how you can get a shoe order from me, just reach out to me on Instagram, or you can comment down below. But it's easier to hit me up on Instagram. You know, that's the easiest way to get one. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think. I really enjoyed making these. I hope to see some of y'all at DreamCon, you know, and then I hope, you know, you enjoy the rest of the video.